if you're ready to find out who you truly are, if you're ready to find out answers to questions that you had for your entire life, if you're ready to unlock some of the power that you have within inside of you, if you're ready to be able to show the world who and help and teach people who they actually are, then ayahuasca is for you.
Yeah, well, I'd ask them first, have you ever experienced psychedelics, whether it's magic mushrooms or ayahuasca, peyote, and if they say no, then of course everyone is entitled to their opinion, especially nowadays, but I would probably express the fact that you shouldn't really have an opinion on something you've never experienced before, and that goes with all aspects.
How minimal our perception is and how passionate we are that our perception is right and accurate and all-knowing at times. Obviously myself included, that's how I am able to observe it, but it's almost like being trapped in a dark box with a really little window and just getting frantic at times about that window being right. And I recognize in myself the unwillingness naturally at times to try to see outside of my own window and see more. I've gotten better at catching myself on that.
But that you are almost in communication with something that is outside of you, or at least is unknown, and even if it is only within you, it's something you've never talked to before, unless it was unknown to you. It's almost like it was, what am I trying to say? It's hiding something from you. This is allowing you to actually see it, so.
I tell you one thing, this is what I try to explain to my mentees, and they get it. I say, listen, look, if you blow a dog whistle right now, can you hear it? They're like, no. I said, can a dog? They said, yes. I said, so is it things that you can't hear that is actually hearable? And they're like, yes. I said, okay, so a bat can see without being able to see through supersonic energy. Can you hear and see things through they can hear they can see by hearing. So it's like, can you do that? And they're like, no. So do you understand there's things that you cannot feel or hear or see? Yes. So we're really operating at I wouldn't say a lower frequency, but I would definitely say that a lower percentage than what we can operate in, and we're much more powerful than we know, but we just lost our way, and we have to tap back in so that way we can enhance the features that human beings are capable of.
Ayahuasca offers you the chance to totally shift your perception and to have a veil lifted from in front of your face to see the world much differently, and more importantly, see your own life differently.
It's the most simplest fundamental things that are just there all the time, and it's like we walk around with these blinders on and we can't ever see what's happening right in front of us. And ayahuasca just it's like you take those glasses off and you just see so clearly, like how has this been in front of me? It's so simple. How have I missed this whole time? It's just there.
I was like, whoa, what is this? And actually turned out to be one of the most beautifully profound experiences of my life. I had this instant connection with ayahuasca.
It was impossible for me to imagine which kind of dimensions I will be able to have a hold of. And of course, if you generally, I've got exactly what I hoped for, but it's so much better than any expectations, so much better. And I've seen this conveyor belt in a factory, and there was people going through, and they were always being replaced, and everything was going in a fast pace. And at the end, the idea, what the point of that was, there was some blue energy generating in this factory, and this blue energy was going up into universe as a blue thin line. So that's kind of one of the visions I had.
It was very, very intense. It was very visual, and it didn't make a whole lot of sense as it was happening. But it was at the end of the night, I went out and I sat by the fire, and I was just looking into the fire and just kind of processing all of my emotions and feelings from the experience. And I had this really, really beautiful moment of clarity where at that point, I had been living in Costa Rica for about 3 months. And I was sitting there in this in this town in the mountains, laying in the grass, looking up at the stars. And in Costa Rica, the stars are just like so incredible. Like, I grew up in rural Illinois, just outside of Chicago. So I thought I had seen stars before, but nothing like this. And I was just completely struck by the beauty of it. And I just had this realization for the first time somehow, like, holy shit, 3 months ago, you were a junkie in Chicago, like, basically living on the street, and now you're in Costa Rica on the top of a mountain and you just drank one of the world's most powerful hallucinogenics and had this really beautiful, powerful experience. And I was just like, wow, life can really change so fast. And I thought about how many people in the world were exactly where I was 3 months ago, like, you know, detoxing somewhere, or overdosing on a bathroom floor, or walking into rehab, or getting arrested, or, you know, prostituting on the street or whatever. And I felt so deeply for all of those people having those experiences in that same moment. And I knew that I would never be in that situation again. And I knew that I would never be one of those people again. And I would never be again detoxing or overdosing on a bathroom floor, or waking up in an ambulance, or have a needle in my arm. And it was the most powerful feeling I had ever experienced.